So listen, we are completed our members belongs to Kingdom Monira. Now we are going to enter into the second kingdom, that is Kingdom Protista. Listen, Kingdom Monira consists of three major organisms we were studied. One is bacteria, that is eubacteria, another one is archaebacteria, and one more organism, its name is called what? Mycoplasmas. Now you are very familiar about the aspects of bacteria, different bacteria, and again you have to note that, listen, we can study about the structure and shapes of the different bacteria. On coming topic, we have another separate chapter that is the cell, the unit of life. There we are going to study about the structure of the bacteria, shape of the bacteria, and different characteristics of the bacteria. We can sexual method of reproduction in bacteria. All that things we can study under the chapter water, under the chapter cell, the unit of life. So you don't worry. Next you can give a small heading. You can give a small heading, that is, we are going to discuss about Kingdom Protista. Please. Kingdom Protista, we are going to discuss. Listen, as we look at the general characteristic of the members belongs to Kingdom Protista, you have to know that the Protista is generally, that is, eukaryotic in their nature. That means all members belongs to Kingdom Protista. They having well-developed nucleus as well as well-developed cell organelles also present, like mitochondria, like chloroplast, like endoplasmic reticulum, like Golgi complex, like cell organelles are present in the members belongs to what? The Protista. That's why they are eukaryotic in their nature. At the same time, they are eukaryotic. Again, I can say that they are unicellular in their nature. All members belongs to Kingdom Protista. They are consist of one individual represented by what? Single cell. Again, you have to note the Protista eukaryotic, unicellular in their nature, and again there are different number of organisms belongs to Kingdom Protista. Again, I am told the Kingdom Protista, which consists of what? 80 ribosomes are present. In prokaryotic organisms, ribosomes are 70 S. S stands for the unit to measure the sedimentation coefficient of ribosome, that is Swedberg unit. Okay, Swedberg unit. Yes. And here 80 ribosomes are present in members belongs to what? Kingdom Protista. Again, you have to note one more important point in the case of members belongs to Protista. These members belongs to Protista, which consists of what? Which consists of, again, photosynthetic organisms are present. At the same time, what? Again, I can say that what? Heterotropic organisms also present. Not only heterotropic, not only photosynthetic, both photosynthetic as well as heterotropic organisms are present in the members belongs to Kingdom Protista. So listen, some biologists, they are thinking that the members belongs to Protista have some characters similar to plants. Again, some members belongs to, some biologists which is saying that the Protista are similar to animals because of their nutrition. And again, some members belongs to Protista have cell wall is present. Some members do not have cell wall. Some members have cell wall and some members do not have cell wall. The first organ we can study detailed. So it may be a plant, it may be an animal, it may be fungus, because they are sharing the characteristic of all other kingdoms also at different aspects. Can you understand me? So we can say that we can go to the first organism belongs to kingdom Protista. You can give a small heading, that is the first member. His name is called what? Its name is Chrysophytes. Okay, the first category is Chrysophytes. Listen, the organisms Chrysophytes which are belongs to the class, okay, which are belongs to the class what? Basilarophyceae, okay, Basilarophyceae, Basilarophyceae, which belongs to the class Basilarophyceae, that is Chrysophytes, which are also known as one more name. Its name is called what? It is also known as one more name called Protistian algae, which is also known as another name Protistian algae, or also known as one more name is called what? Phytoplanktons. Okay, is also known as Protistian algae, otherwise it is called what? Phytoplanks. What organism? Chrysophytes we are discussing. The first point, in the case of Chrysophytes, you can note these organisms which are considered as what? Chief producers. Listen, these organisms, Chrysophytes, are considered as chief producers of the ocean. Within ocean, again you have to note that near 80% of water, 80% of photosynthesis is carried out by whom? That is our chief producers, Chrysophytes. That's why which are considered as what? Chief producers of water, ocean. 80% of water, photosynthesis will be carried out by Chrysophytes only. The second point, you have to know that these Chrysophytes, which are generally what? Photosynthetic in their nature. Again, the photosynthetic, photosynthesis will be majorly takes place with the help of photosynthetic pigments. Different pigments are responsible for absorption of light energy coming from the sunlight. Here, the major photosynthetic pigments are, you can note, one is, please, you can note that is what? One is chlorophyll A is present. Again, I can say that chlorophyll A is present. Again, one more pigment you have to note that is our what? Chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll C is present. But what will be absent? Again, you have to note that B will be, that chlorophyll B will be absent. Chlorophyll A and C is present. Chlorophyll B will be absent. Plus, you can note these organisms, apart from chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C, one more type of pigment is present. Again, you can note that what? Again, you can note that is carotenoids. Again, you can note carotenoids as well as what? Sand oils also present. Carotenoids and sand oils also present. Listen, the sand oil pigment present in these organisms, that is our water Chrysophytes. It is golden brown in their color. Golden brown color pigment. Its name is what? Flucosandin. Okay, fluco. The important xanthophyll pigment present in water Chrysophytes, which provide golden brown color, and its name is called what? Pupil. And again, I can say that apart from this water, carotenoid pigments also present. The next point you can note there will be carried out the photosynthesis, the chrysophytes. Another important characteristics of chrysophytes, they are generally non-motile in their nature. Okay, generally non-motile. They can't move from one place to another place by utilizing by the function of their any structure. So what will be absent? Again, I can say that in which flagella is absent. Flagella is absent. So what they are? Non-motile. But listen, their gametes are sometimes their gametes are motile in their nature. But generally, we are considered the chrysophytes are what non-flagellate and non-motile organism except at what reproductive stage. So, what type of movement is present? You can know they are freely floating. That means their motion, that is called passive. They are passively or freely floating on what? Aquatic habitat without using its flagella. Means what? Flagella will be absent. So again you have to one more point. In the case of chrysophytes, as we look at the body of chrysophytes, as we look at the cell structure of chrysophytes, okay, the chrysophytes, their cell structure is covered with their cells which is covered with the structure or the cell of the chrysophyte is covered with two thin. This is one, this is two thin overlapping shells like our soap box. Listen, soap box also consists of two flaps. That two flaps are fitted together. Like that structure is present, or like that structure is present in what the chrysophyte. So here again I can say that as we look at the body of chrysophytes, which consists of what? This is the first one and this is the second one. That means this is the second one, this is the first one. Two thin overlapping shells are present. Again, out of this outer, that is, I can say that what it is called epitheca. Okay, it is called what? Epitheca. And the lower, this one is called again, I can call what? Hypotheca. Yes, sir. Epitheca and hypotheca. Both are fitted together like what? Fitted together like a soap box. Can you understand me? Both are fitted together like what? Soap box, epitheca and hypotheca. Again, listen, these epitheca and hypotheca, which will be what? This is the outermost covering of what? Chrysophytes. What? Epitheca as well as hypotheca, which are arranged in the form of what? Soap box. Again, you have to note one more important point. These epitheca and these hypotheca, which are made up of a substance, again I can say that what a cell wall. That is, these structures, these structure, epitheca and hypotheca, I can say that what a cell wall. Cell wall will be arranged in the form of a cell wall is arranged in the form of a two thin overlapping shells. For cell wall, which is made up of the substance, that is again I can say that what cellulose, and the cellulosic cell wall, it is covered with the water deposition. Silicon deposition is present on the cellulosic cell wall. Such a silicon presented cellulosic cell wall is also known as one more name. His name is called what? Protista. The silicon deposited cell wall or chrysophytes, that cell wall arranged or its structure is like two thin overlapping shells like so. That is called what? Protista. Again, listen, after the death of this organism, this silica deposited cell wall is deposited on the lower floor of the ocean, and that is responsible for the formation of a specialized soil called what? Diatomaceous earth. Okay. After the death of the chrysophytes, the cellulosic cell wall means silica deposited cellulosic cell wall is deposited on the lower floor of the ocean and responsible for water formation. Another type of soil called what? Diatomaceous earth. Again, you can know the pustule. I can say that what? It is deposited. Where it is deposited? It is deposited on what? Lower floor of oceans. It is deposited on lower floor of the ocean, and these deposition on the lower floor of the ocean, that is called another name called what? Diatomaceous earth. Okay, diatomaceous earth. Listen, the diatomaceous earth or the soil obtained or the powder obtained from the diatomaceous earth after mining the soil, or the powder, that powder which consists of what will be present? The pustule or silica plus cellulosic cell wall. That soil is used for what? Different purpose, like filtration purpose, like polishing purpose, like purification purpose, because the substance is silica which can absorb water, which have the ability to absorb chemical substance. So you can note the powder obtained from the diatomaceous earth, which is here you can note this what? Economically, okay, economically important. Which is economically very important. What are the economical importance? Here you can note what are the economical importance of the powder obtained from the diatomaceous earth. The first one, you can use it for what? Purification. Okay, you can use it for purification purpose. And again you can note polishing industry. Polishing industry. Again, that substance is also used for making water. Toothpaste is also used in water. Toothpaste. So there are many importance for silica obtained from the diatomaceous earth of the chrysophytes. That is very important for your preparation. Can you understand me? Can you have understanding? Yes or no? Yes. Listen, next one more important point you have to know. In the case of chrysophytes, again you can note one more important point. In the case of chrysophytes, the method of reproduction, okay, the method of reproduction, generally what will be present? Again, binary fission will be generally present. Binary fission means what? One cell will be divided into two daughter cells. That only called what? That only called the process binary fission. That point also you should note. Again, listen, my last point is what? The storage body, water, the storage body. Storage body means nothing. I am told chrysophytes are photosynthetic organism, and after photosynthesis, food is stored in the form of water. Food is stored in the form of oils. Okay, food is stored in the form of oils or glucose granules. Oils and glucose granules. What is called oils and glucose granules are the water storage bodies, or these glucose granules, which is also known as, or I can say that one more name I can give, chrysolaminary. Okay, chrysolaminary. Here, glucose granules are the compound of water, polysaccharides. Glucose granules are the compound of polysaccharides. Oil, fat, plus water, compound of protein called water, volatility globules. Volatility globules. Volatility globules are the compound of water. Volatility globules are the compound of water. Volatility globules are the compound of protein. Yes, but these are the characteristics of water. The general important things in the case of water chrysophytes. Here, class is important. General characteristic. What are the pigments? How is the structure? Whether it is motile or non-motile. Cellular water substance. What about the photosynthesis? Storage bodies. And sand of the pigment is water. And carotenoid pigment also you can water. This will be general water. Okay, I can say that water. Yellow, orange color. Yellow, orange color pigments also present. Again, my last poem, you can note here, what are the examples? Please, what are the examples? Okay, examples. Please, anybody can you say what are the examples for members belongs to chrysophytes? Anybody? Can you say? You can say. What are the examples for the chrysophytes or members belongs to chrysophytes? Anybody? One example you can note, his name is triserration. One more example, Simpella. Please, you write triserration and what? First you can write triserration and one more example is what is Simpella. You are writing no? First you can write triseration, Simpella. One more example you can note Navicula. Okay, Navicula. So these are the examples for the chrysophytes. So very important part. Its economically important is very important. Diatomaceous of the cell wall substance. All these things, for example, first use. All these things are very important for your examination. Can you understand me? That is about what regarding about the chrysophytes. Okay, thank you. We can go to the next topic. You can give one is chrysophytes. Next, you can give a small heading. Next, you can give a small heading. It is what dinoflagellates. Okay, dinoflagellates. So you can give the heading that is our what dinoflagellates. The second organism we are going to discuss its name is what dinoflagellates. Okay, dinoflagellates. The second organism we are going to discuss, which belongs to kingdom Protista. So chrysophytes, their general characteristic, also known as protistinality, also known as diatoms, also known as desmids. These are the nicknames of what? Kingdom or the members belongs to chrysophytes. But here we are going to discuss about another organism that is called what? Dinoflagellates. As the name indicates, dinoflagellates here. Dino means what? Two. Flagella. So these organisms are characterized by two flagella. At the same time, these organisms, most of the members are marine in their nature, which is not generally present in freshwater, which are marine in their nature. That is our water dinoflagellates. Again, two flagella at the same time, marine in their nature. Again, you have to note that these organisms which are occurs in different colors. These organisms are occurs in different colors depends upon the type of pigment present in these organisms. For example, different colors. Okay, for example, you can note it may be what? Blue color. What pigment blue color? Again, you can note the blue color is given by, I am already know. Its name is what? Phycocyanin. Again, it may be red color due to the presence of the pigment. What is its name? Its name is phycoerythrin. Okay, phycoerythrin. Again, it may be what? It may be yellow in their color. Okay, yellow to orange in their color. Depends upon the presence of what pigments. Again, I can say that what? Carotenoids. Can you understand me? It may be, again, I can say that these organisms, it may be what? Green in their color. When water pigment is used in green color, again, I can say that what? Chlorophylls. If the chlorophylls are present, which gives here chlorophylls A plus what is also present? Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll. Okay, C also present. Chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C are the two important photosynthetic pigments. Plus, again you can note this may be what? Brown in their color. It may be brown, or again I can say that what brown? Again, golden brown in their color. Due to the presence of what pigment? Due to the presence of the pigment fucocyanin. Can you understand me? So these organisms which are present in different colors depend upon the pigment or the amount of different type of pigments. Based on the higher amount of, or based on which pigment is present as a higher amount, that organism will appear as what? Different in their color. That is our what? Dinoflagellates. Again, you have to note one more point. In the case of dinoflagellates, please, you have to note. Okay, you have to note one more point in the case of dinoflagellates. Okay, the dinoflagellates, the body of the dinoflagellates, again, you can note the body of dinoflagellates. Body of dinoflagellates, which consists of what will be present? Different number of the body of dinoflagellates, which consists of. You have to remember the body of dinoflagellates, which consists of different number of sculptured. Okay, sculptured means different designs. The sculptured plates are present in the body, or plates are present around the cell wall of the dinoflagellates. Okay, different sculptured plates are present or different sculptured cellulosic plates are present around the cell wall of dinoflagellates. And for the body of the dinoflagellates, it's made up of water. Again, I can say that which are made up of water substance. Again, I can say that water. One is cellulose plus one more substance is silica. The cellulose plus silica is present around the body, or how it is present in the form of water, in the form of, again you have to know, in the form of water the body consists of cellulose. Okay, cellulose plates are present which is made up of water, cellulose and sorry, I have a small mistake here, not a cellulose and silica, which is consists of water, cellulose and peptide. Can you understand? Now listen, these cellulose plates are present around the body of dinoflagellates, and you have to note one point. This arrangement, due to this arrangement, or due to the arrangement, we can note it is also known as one more name called what? Armored. Okay, armored dinoflagellates. Armored dinoflagellates. Again, body, cellulose plate, made up of cellulose and pectin. So it is also known as what? Armored dinoflagellates. Again, you have to note one point, that is two types of flagella is present. Okay, two types of flagella is present. One flagella, okay, two types of flagella is present. Again, out of that one flagella, that is these flagella, which is called what? It is called transverse flagella. Okay, transverse flagella. Again, these flagella is called what? It is called longitudinal. It is called longitudinal flagella. One is transverse flagella and another one is called what? Longitudinal flagella. So two types of flagella is present here. Yes or no? Two types of flagella is present. One is transverse, one longitudinal. Such a type of flagella is called what? Heteroconal flagella. Okay, heteroconal flagella. Heteroconal flagella. Such a type of arrangement is called what? Heteroconal flagella. Two types of flagella is present in one organism. Again, I can move on to the next point, dinoflagellates. Again, I am moving on to next point about the dinoflagellates, which belongs to the class, Dinophyceae. Okay, which belongs to the class Dinophyceae. Again, you can note one more point. What? Which belongs to the class? What class it belongs? It belongs to what? Dinophyceae. Again, you can note one more important point. In the case of dinoflagellates, that is the next point in the case of dinoflagellates, class Dinophyceae. At the same time, these organisms are motile with the help of water, with the help of flagella. Listen, you have to note one more point. These organisms or the dinoflagellates which produce the dinoflagellates, please you can note goniolax. Goniolax is one example of a dinoflagellate which are responsible for the formation of red tides, REDTIDS, red tide formation Due to the presence of what pigment? Due to the presence of the pigment phycoerythrin. Now, red color of Red Sea is due to trichodesmine erythrium, which is a cyanobacteria. Here it is what? Red Sea. So, red tides phycoerythrin due to gonorrhea. Again, you have to note one more poem. The dinoflagellates are produce certain toxins called what? Saxitoxin. Okay, called saxitoxin, which kills some other marine organisms. Okay, marine organisms such as fishes. For example, you can note, for example, what are the organisms which produce this toxin? One is goniolax. One again, goniolax. One more example, you can note what? Gymnodium. That are the two examples for what? Can you remember? But is goniolax and another one is what? Gymnodium. But these are also you can consider as what? Examples for the dinoflagellates. Can you understand me? These are also known as what? Also, it is considered as an example for what purpose? Example for dinoflagellates. Yes or no? Yes. At the same time, dinoflagellates have eukaryotic features, saxitoxin, different colors, cellulosic substance, which appears on different pigments. Again, you can note storage body. Storage body. That is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the storage body. It is stored in the form of water. Carbohydrates. That is another important point in the case of dinoflagellates. And again, I am adding one more small point in the case of what? Dinoflagellates. They are photosynthetic in their nature. Again, what will be the option then? I can say that photosynthetic pigment. Okay, what pigment? Photosynthetic pigment. Chlorophyll. Okay, chlorophyll. B is absent. Chlorophyll B is absent. Again, here you have to note. Chlorophyll B is absent. So we are already completed. This is the second one we are completed. That is our dinoflagellates, and its general characteristic is very important. Last, I can add one more point. You have to note that dinoflagellates, their movement is called what? Spinning movement. Spinning movement. Spinning moment means this is the flagella here, like this moment. Okay, flagella will be moving like this. That is spinning moment, like this, like spinning moment. What organism? That is dinoflagellate. So they are also known as one more name. It is called what? Whirling whips. Whirling whips. WHIRLING. Whirling whips. You can take this one also. Very important. The Y heterochord flagella, Y armored dinoflagellates, Y cellulosic plates, gonial rectitides, marine organism, photosynthetic pigment absent, different pigments. All these things are very important. And what are the nickname of the organism also very important. Okay, thank you.